Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by the Canadian press, regional tensions have escalated sharply in the Middle East after Iran launched a series of retaliatory strikes on Saturday. Iranian drones targeted Bahrain, which hosts the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet, while a commercial tanker was separately attacked in the strategic Strait of Hormuz. These assaults followed overnight U.S. airstrikes against Iranian missile, drone, and radar sites. The U.S. strikes were conducted in response to a previous drone attack on a vessel on Thursday. Bahrain's foreign ministry strongly condemned the drone strikes as a direct threat to its security, while Iran's Revolutionary Guard claimed it targeted U.S. military sites in the region. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance warned that violence would be met with violence, but urged Iran to maintain communication regarding an ongoing interim ceasefire agreement. Meanwhile, the U.S. Navy-led Joint Maritime Information Center announced the expansion of a transit route near Oman to ease traffic, a move likely to create further friction as Iran asserts authority over the waterway. All crew members aboard the attacked tanker are reported safe. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky confirmed that on June 27, Ukrainian forces successfully employed a domestically produced Flamingo missile to strike the Titan Barakati military facility in Volgograd, Russia. According to the Liberty Times, the attack targeted a plant essential for the production of artillery and missile launch components, resulting in a fire at the site. In a statement posted on Telegram, President Zelensky emphasized that the scope of Ukraine's long-range strikes is steadily expanding. He noted that these daily military pressures on Russian infrastructure are intended to lay the necessary foundation for achieving a future dignified peace. Concurrently, the Security Service of Ukraine, SBU, reported using drones to conduct a second attack on a fuel depot in the Vladimir region, a critical logistics hub for Russian energy exports. While Ukraine intensifies its precision strikes, Russia has retaliated with widespread drone and missile attacks on Ukrainian infrastructure. Zelensky reiterated that obtaining adequate air defense equipment and strengthening cooperation with allies on drone technology remain Kyiv's top priorities as the conflict persists. According to the Japanese news outlet Exit, Japan's Defense Minister Shinjiro Koizumi visited a South Korean Air Force base in Wonju on June 27. Alongside his South Korean counterpart, Defense Minister An Kyu-bak, Koizumi inspected the South Korean Air Force's aerobatic flight team, the Black Eagles. The team had previously flown to the Air Self-Defense Force's Naha base in January, marking their first refueling support from Japan. Prior to the base visit, Koizumi paid his respects at the Seoul National Cemetery, where Korean War dead are buried. Koizumi is scheduled to hold a formal defense summit with on June 28. The two ministers are expected to confirm the growing exchanges between their defense forces, such as refueling assistance and search and rescue drills, and to discuss further strengthening bilateral cooperation. This visit follows a meeting in January, when Koizumi hosted on at the Maritime Self-Defense Force base in Yokosuka, Kanagawa Prefecture, reflecting an effort to build a trusting relationship through reciprocal visits. As part of ongoing peace negotiations between the United States and Iran, the status of the Strait of Hormuz has emerged as a critical issue. According to a report by the Liberty Times, Oman has proposed a compromise to address the divide between Iran's desire to control the waterway and the international objection to mandatory fees. Oman suggests adopting a management model similar to that of the Malacca Strait, where transit-dependent nations and shipping companies voluntarily contribute to a fund. These funds would be used for essential maintenance, such as lighthouse operations, anti-piracy efforts, and oil spill cleanup. Oman emphasizes that this voluntary approach would not violate the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, and could potentially be acceptable to both Washington and Tehran. While Iran has insisted on a joint management system, Oman fears that bowing to Tehran's demands for forced fees would lead to regional and international isolation. By framing the payments as service-related contributions rather than mandatory tolls, Oman hopes to ensure the safety and security of this vital energy artery while maintaining adherence to international maritime law. According to a report from Thai Sounds, Japan's business federation, Keidanren, has decided to pursue a plan to send a high-level delegation to Beijing within the 2026 fiscal year. The proposed visit would involve key figures from Keidanren, the Japan-China Economic Association, and the Japan Chamber of Commerce and Industry. This initiative follows positive feedback received during recent interactions between Keidanren officials and Chinese representatives at the Summer Davos Forum in Dalian. Keidanren Vice Chairman Masakazu Kubota expressed optimism, stating that the conditions are now set for resuming such visits. Recent years have seen strained Japan-China relations due to political tensions and security concerns, compounded by the detention of Japanese business employees in China. By prioritizing economic diplomacy, the business community hopes to serve as a catalyst for a broader thaw in bilateral ties. The move is viewed as a strategic step to normalize corporate interactions and rebuild the foundation for stable economic cooperation between the two nations. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.